Hello, and thank you for calling Key Business. May I have your name, please?
We have all of our variables and they're populated with the name, number, and call reason. How do we get that information into Google Sheets? Click, boom. Hey guys, welcome to Automation Station. My name is Yevgeny, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to set up a voice AI agent and how to configure a webhook so that you can extract data that your agent gets from the caller. We're also going to export that data into a Google Sheets file. I'm going to be trying to be moving fast, so if you need to pause at any moment, please do. Just keep in mind, most of the things I talk about are going to be referenced in the description of the video, so you can always go back and look at that. For example, any of the prompts or templates that I use. All right, so you're going to need three things for this, or actually four things for this project. You're going to need a make.com account. It's an automation platform. We're going to be using Retell AI for our voice AI agent, and a Google Drive, as well as ChatGPT. Can't do anything without ChatGPT nowadays. So we're going to start by creating a make.com account and configuring our webhook. So once you're here, you're going to go ahead and create a new scenario. And what you're going to see is that it presents you with a ton of options for different apps. I mean, there's literally pretty much anything you can think of, but we're interested in webhooks. We're using a webhook as a trigger. So you're going to go in the trigger section, create a custom webhook, create the webhook, name it something that you'll remember. Ours is going to be an off hours agent webhook. You're going to copy the address. So it generated a specific URL for us. Copy it, save. Do not click this button yet. You can save it. All right. Then you're going to create another module, which is going to be Google Sheets. And in this case, we're going to be adding a row so that every time you have a call happen, an entry in the form of a row is going to be entered into your spreadsheet, and the data type is going to be split by columns. All right. My Google Drive is already connected here, but if yours isn't, please go ahead and do that. I'm going to select here my spreadsheet ID. I created a spreadsheet specifically for this tutorial. And now we're presented with the value. So it sees that my spreadsheet is empty. What we're going to be doing is once we get a sample data from our webhook, we're going to be mapping those values here so that it knows what data we want. Once this is set up, you're going to go over to Retell. You can Google it. Retell AI. Like I said, links in the description. Going to create an account if you don't have one yet. And you're going to create an agent. What you're going to be doing is creating a single prompt agent. This is why I choose this platform and prefer it to most others, because this is a very straightforward way to create a very simple conversational agent. It interprets prompts very well, and you don't need to configure any conversational paths at all. This is your space for the prompt, and we're going to ask ChatGPT to help us with that prompt. Okay. You have your webhook settings here, and if you expand under the agent level webhook URL, you're going to paste that link that we got from Make. All right. So next things is to get that template. And I already have a prompt for ChatGPT that I'm going to paste in here. Okay, and the prompt is basically to create a brief prompt for our voice AI agent that's going to be interacting with our customers, calling our business, key business, during off hours. All right, you're going to want to provide as much context for your agent as possible. That way it can navigate the conversation and stay on topic. So I'm telling you here that the agent should greet the customer politely, explain that it can't provide any information at this time, and focus solely on getting callback information. I also tell it to specifically collect the caller's name, phone number, and their reason for their call. I tell it to include some examples for interactions. This is important. And ensure that the AI agent maintains a professional, friendly tone. Just throw that in there. Okay. Another important step is to tell it that the template should have sections to describe the agent role. Okay, that's important. Provide a style guardrail. That's important. And a response guideline and some sample interactions. So I'm actually using the advice that I got from Retell documentation to create this template. I also ask it to create a table for me with those variables, and I'll touch on why we need that in a little bit. First, let's see what we get. So we get the agent's role, we get the style guardrail that we asked for, we get a response guideline, and some sample interactions. Okay, looks good. Once it's done, we're going to copy the template. And this is the table I asked for. I'll show you what we're going to do with it in a second. So we're copying the template, going over to Retell, pasting it here. Make sure you click the save button. And then under the welcome message on the bottom, you're going to want to change from user initiates to AI initiates. What we want to do is, since we're calling in, we want the agent to greet us. Okay? Good. Last but not least is we're going to take these variables. We're going to go over to this section for post-call analysis, expand, and we're going to add some variables here. So what this is basically a way for the agent to know where to put the data that it's going to extract for us. So we instructed it to get the caller's name, the caller's phone number, and the reason for their call, but it needs to know where do I want that information in a nice, neat format, right? So that I will later have my webhook send that information over to Google Sheets. Okay, and call a reason. Okay, now you want to go back briefly to make, and without enabling this, you're going to click run once. All right, now it's waiting for data. We're going to have a test run with the agent. Watch and behold.
Hello, and thank you for calling Key Business. We're currently unavailable to assist you as it's outside our regular business hours. However, I'd be happy to take your details so we can follow up with you as soon as possible. May I have your name, please?
Yeah, hi. My name is Yevgeny.
Thank you, Yevgeny. Could you please provide the best phone number for us to reach you?
Sure. My number is 347-462-8888.
Got it, thank you. Lastly, could you briefly describe the reason for your call, Yevgeny?
Sure. I'm calling just to get some pricing information on your services.
Thank you for sharing that, Yevgeny. We'll make sure the right person gets back to you with the information you need. Your details will be handled professionally. Thank you for your patience and have a great day.
It took that professional advice literally. So once you end the call, what happens at the Retell's end is that webhook actually got triggered 3 times during this whole process. And I'll touch on that right now. So when you go back to make, you see there's a bubble here with number 1. If you click, this is the output bundle with content that the webhook gave us. So when I mentioned there's 3 events, they're right here. So the first one that gets sent is called call started, and this is actually described in their documentation. Okay, you get a call started event, You get a call ended event when the call ends, and also a call analyzed as the very last step. And what we're looking for is the call analyzed event. This is what's going to contain those fields with the information that we extracted from the call. So in order to get there, since we're at the call started event, it's not going to have that data here, right? Even if you go all the way down, it's going to be nowhere to be found. What you want to do is right click and run this module only, okay? You're going to get a prompt asking if I want to use existing data. I do. What's going to happen next is this is the second out of 3 events, call ended, also not going to have the information we need, despite it having the transcript. Very nice, right? But even better, if we run this one more time, use existing data, now we got our call analyzed. All right, and here we have the data we wanted. We have the transcript, and if you go even lower, we have the call analysis. We have a call summary, beautiful. Custom call analysis data, what a sight. We have all of our variables and they're populated with the name, number, and call reason. Great, we got this far. Now, how do we get that information into Google Sheets without all of this other mumbo jumbo? Well, the beauty about Make is that when you have this call output bundle here specifically, this is the only place. If you really need to configure it in this exact scenario in order to be able to map these values with ease. So now pay attention. If I click here, I have all of that call data here. And if I go down to call analysis, and I have my call summary, I have my custom analysis data, and all I have to do is click, boom, right? So I have my caller name in column A, I have my phone number in column B, I have my call reason in column C, I got a call summary in column D. Amazing. I'm going to save that. All right. And once that is configured, now Google Sheets knows what information I want. What we're going to do next is actually toggle this option. Okay, and we're going to run the scenario immediately as the platform receives information from the webhook. We're going to save. And at this point, any further calls that happen on the Retell platform are going to hopefully end up in our Google Sheets file. So let's actually open that up. Confirm that it is empty. And by the way, I'm going to include some headers. So we have caller name, caller number, reason for call, and call summary, right? Cool. Go back to Retell, do another test run.
Hello, and thank you for calling Key Business. We're currently unavailable to assist you as it's outside our regular business hours. However, I'd be happy to take your details so we can follow up with you as soon as possible. May I have your name, please?
Yeah, sure. My name is Yevgeny.
Thank you, Yevgeny. Could you please provide the best phone number for us to reach you?
Yeah, sure. My number is 347-462-8888.
Got it, thank you. Lastly, could you briefly describe the reason for your call?
Sure. I'm just calling to get some pricing information on your services.
Thank you for sharing that, Yevgeny. Well, make sure the right person gets back to you with the information you need. Your details will be handled professionally. Thank you for your patience and have a great day.
Thanks a lot. So keep in mind that you can tailor this prompt to whatever it is that you want the agent to say. You can get very complicated. But let's take a quick peek at what happened here. Nothing yet. Let's go and troubleshoot. So we got this call stuck here, right? But maybe we didn't hit save. Is that what happened? Did I forget to hit save? Okay, we're gonna have to run that again. Yeah, I forgot to hit save. That's a lesson that you can't learn enough. But I do want to show you something that, despite me not hitting save, I want to prove to you that that webhook, that reach make, and you do that by going back into your scenarios, clicking on your webhook, and there's a history tab over here. So if you go to history, you can see this was our first call, right? And then 3 minutes later, we had our second call. Okay, and notice 3 events per call. Okay, so we have the data that we wanted, all analyzed for the second call. It just didn't quite reach our integration the way we wanted. So only thing to do after we have saved the scenario is to test again.
Hello, and thank you for calling Key Business. We're currently unavailable to assist you as it's outside our regular business hours. However, I'd be happy to take your details so we can follow up with you as soon as possible. Could you please share your name?
Yeah, sure. My name is Yevgeny.
Thank you, Yevgeny. Could you also provide the best phone number for us to reach you?
Yes, that's 347 462 8888.
Great, thank you. You're welcome. Lastly, could you briefly describe the reason for your call?
Yeah, I'm calling to get pricing information on your services.
Thank you for sharing that, Yevgeny. Well, make sure the right person gets back to you with the information you need. Your details will be handled professionally. Thank you for your patience and have a great day.
Thanks a lot. Okay. Boom, it worked. So that's it. Just want to say that basically I chose Retell for this exact reason, and the Make automation platform, because it made it so easy to set all of this up. I want to thank you for joining me today on Automation Station. If this guide helped you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more tutorials, and also hit that bell icon so you can get notified if I post more videos, and I will. The benefit will be staying up to date on some of the latest automation and AI technologies that are coming out at us at a crazy pace. All right, this is something I'm very passionate about, and I'm going to be talking about and troubleshooting together with you. If you have any thoughts, questions, or comments, please leave it. I'll be happy to get in touch. If you have any suggestions for future content, drop it in the comment as well. And until next time, happy automating, guys.